Geek Myths, a novel about life, love, and the pursuit of sonic screwdrivers. Available in paperback and Kindle edition from Amazon.
Scanning for audio.
Welcome to a Tin Dog Podcast. It's time for good old-fashioned Tom Baker's story. Series 8, number 3 this time. The Enchantress of Numbers. I need to start off by saying that, without question, this is perhaps my favourite release from any form of Doctor Who in a while. Better, by far, than the entire Doctor Who TV output of last year. And basically gorgeous, but I'm biased, aren't I? You see, this story revolves around a certain Ada Lovelace, someone who I've wanted as a Doctor Who companion for, well, forever. And, as always, I was worried that, it wasn't going to go well. I was so wrong. This lived up to my expectations and surpassed them beautifully. Look, here's the synopsis. The TARDIS lands in the grounds of Newstead Abbey, Nottinghamshire, in 1850. Mistaken for a medic and his maid, the Doctor and Anne are brought to meet Ada Lovelace, the mother of all computing and daughter of Lord Byron, who has recently fallen ill. But the travellers are not here by chance. Something odd is happening on Earth, and they're determined that this place is the centre of it. Strange figures are walking the land, strange figures wearing bird-like masks. What do they want with Ada, and how will it change the future of humanity? You've got Finty Williams playing Ada Lovelace. You might not know the name, I know I didn't, but everyone was going on and on in the extras about how she was basically from acting royalty. So I looked her up. She is from acting royalty. She's Judi Dench's daughter. I know. And she is so good in this. Seriously, even in the extras, Mr. Briggs is talking about how she's going to have her back for something else. And you know what? I just don't blame them. It's an exemplary story. And you know what? This has been written by 2 people, not just one. And normally I'm kind of against 2 people writing a Doctor Who story because I always think that a vision is diluted. But here, no, the story adds in on itself and is just better. Now, I don't want to spoil this. Suffice to say that it is, of course, one of my favourite Doctor Who stories, and I will be coming back to this one time and time again. And yes, I will put my hands up and say that in the last 3 minutes of the story, a certain part of the back of my head went, hang on, this story's a bit familiar, isn't it? It reminds me of a certain... Yeah, and it did, but if I tell you what it reminds me of, you'll then go in thinking of it, and that will be a spoiler. That's not important. Yes, of course, it reminded me of something fairly obvious, and it should have reminded me of something fairly obvious earlier on, but you know what? If you're going to have Doctor Who stories that echo other stories, well, Tom Baker's the Doctor to do it with. Seriously. And boy, oh boy, is he written to perfection here. This is a 1978 series that just didn't happen, but you can so imagine it. Jane Slavin, again, superb. Can't get enough of PC Anne. Marvellous. Look, it's not the longest of reviews, but if I say any more about the mother of all computing, Byron's daughter, and all of that loveliness that I've wanted in Doctor Who for so long and finally got, well, I'm happy. Yes, my story of, well, Ada Lovelace's necklace being found and used by a certain Jago and Lightfoot, well, that's just not going to happen. But you know what? I can live with it. I really can. So, I'll say farewell and I'll let you hear the trailer and let you decide for yourself, because I'm off to listen to release number 8.4, and I've got a feeling there might be some more familiar faces turning up in that one. So until next time, when I'm sure I'll be talking about Doctor Who or something, be seeing you.
Coming soon from Big Finish Productions, The Fourth Doctor Adventures, The Enchantress of Numbers.
Is this really 1852?
Oh, definitely.
Countess,
Out there, in the gardens.
you thought you saw what? I've got you.
Sir?
Fetch a doctor.
Hello, madam.
You're making house calls now.
You're Ada Lovelace.
You seem surprised.
I am surprised.
Oh, what?
Come on, old girl, giddy up.
They're following.
There has been talk
Talk? Where?
in the village. They say strangers have been seen, wearing weird masks. Like birds, they said.
Plague doctors. People disappear all the time. One day they're here, the next they're not. It's easy to lose a person, but houses... They found us.
What do they want?
Anyone else they think is contaminated.
Cup of tea would be nice.
Tea, yes. We demand tea
And cake.
and cake.
Big Finish. We love stories.
That was the Doctor Who Tin Dog Podcast, available on iTunes, YouTube, Twitter, RSS, Vimeo, and across the internet. Doctor Who and its associated properties are all copyright and trademark of the BBC. No infringement is intended. Why not become a supporter by visiting patreon.com/tindog. Contact the show on tin-dog@hotmail.co.uk. The Tin Dog Podcast is a founder member of the Doctor Who Podcast Alliance.